Hey Petty Pumpkins, it's Chey.
And Wes.
We're back and we are so sad for a commentary on Misery.
Y'all, we love this movie. It is a Petty Pumpkins fave. And really, we're just watching it because we wanted to.
We're feeling a little snowed in and we were hoping Annie Wilkes could help us out in that department.
Oh, I think she can. She will provide a warm home, a loving heart. And we thought it was time to invite her to the Petty Pumpkin Patch.
Oh, we are so ready to be humbled in the presence of Kathy Bates.
Wow, y'all.
Oh, how exciting.
How truly thrilling. This is a movie that we've been wanting to do on the channel for a long time, just because we love it so much. And so now we finally are.
We are, and if you want to watch this video with us in full-length format, you can do so by joining our Patreon. It'll be in the $5 Party Pumpkin tier.
See y'all at the patch. This is probably one of the movies I have seen most of my life.
Oh.
Literally.
I never watched this movie until I met you.
Really? Yeah. Wow, my mind. When I saw this as a teenager, I probably watched it when I was like 14. I became obsessed, and I would watch it like every day.
Oh, well,
which
I
is,
see why.
Yeah, I was
concerning for me, but...
Yeah, obsessed with Kathy, mainly.
Wow. So romantic already.
Paul really is a romantic at heart.
Ooh. We love a moment where you're just evaluating the manuscript.
Well, he's just like, I fucking did that. That has to feel so fucking good. Flips his hair, has a drink, has a smoke.
Untitled. We are celebrating. Thanks for pouring the champagne. We did just hit 50,000 subscribers, so thank y'all so much.
Cheers.
This is how we felt that night.
It really is. In our minds and our hearts, we had a drink and a smoke, you know.
Still got it.
Still got it in every way, James Caan, okay?
Oh my god.
Bro, I fucking love this movie. He's so dumb. Like, he literally is driving so fucking fast. I'm sick. Look, look, what is he doing? Oh my god. Honestly, snaps for Robert, because the editing is part of this movie that I feel is very underrated. And let us know what other Stephen King movies y'all want to see us watch on the channel. I know he wanted to get home, but he was ignoring the signs.
Yikes. Drive safe, folks.
When I wrote my first book, I used to carry it around in this while I was looking for a publisher. I was a writer then.
You're still a writer.
I've been a writer since I got in the misery business.
Not a bad business. It would still be growing, too. Misery Chastain put braces on your daughter's teeth and is putting her through college. And what thanks does she get? You go and kill her.
I never meant for it to become my life.
He means business.
But now, I've ended up writing it forever. Now I'm leaving for Colorado to try to finish the new book. If I can make this work, I might just have something I want on my tombstone.
Yikes.
Literally a perfect movie. Every shot in this movie, everything about this movie is perfect. Oh my god. Knock knock.
She has her own jaws of life, honey.
Who is it?
Well, isn't this just her lucky day? I love that she went straight to resuscitation.
You know what? Her nature as a nurse kicked in, but secretly, y'all know she was throbbing under there.
Oh my god.
Okay? Business first, but she thought about this for quite a long time afterwards, okay?
The January embers in her undercarriage. She got herself a man.
There's nothing to worry about. You're gonna be just fine. I'll take good care of you. I'm your #1 fan. We're just outside Silver Creek.
How long?
You've been here 2 days. You're gonna be okay. My name is Annie Wilkes. Yes, that's right. I'm also a nurse. Here, take these.
Wow.
The silhouette of her hair has taken my breath away.
Oh my god, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, Kathy Bates. She's hot off the pan from our reaction in Fried Green Tomatoes.
Oh my god, welcome back, Kathy. Love her so much. This video is really just going to be a celebration of Kathy Bates. Obviously, she won a fucking Oscar for this performance. My favorite Best Actress win ever. We're going to talk about it. And I want to talk about the silhouette of her hair because, like, the shadow and shape, it's, like, actually taking my breath away.
What are they?
They're called Novril. They're for your pain.
She's so tender.
The blizzard was too strong. I couldn't risk trying to get you there. I tried calling, but the phone lines are down. You
Likely
must have
story.
tired yourself. You gotta rest. You almost died.
She feels so sincere.
Your legs just sing grand opera when you move, don't they?
Will I be able to walk?
Of course you will. Your shoulder was pretty badly dislocated. It was a little stubborn, but I finally popped it back in.
Oh.
What I'm most proud of is the work I did on those legs. You have a compound fracture of the tibia in both legs, and the fibula in the right leg is fractured too. And as soon as the road's open, I'll take you to a hospital. In the meantime, you've got a lot of recovering to do, and I consider it an honor that you'll do it in my home.
Girl, and she's playing it so cool. What is she doing behind closed doors? I feel like she's literally freaking the fuck
I'm
out.
calling from New York City. I'd like to speak to the Silver Creek Chief of Police or Sheriff.
Which one of them do you want?
Whichever one's not busy.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're both not busy, Miss Sindel, since they're both me. What can I do for you?
I'm a literary agent. I think one of my clients, Paul Sheldon, might be in some kind of trouble.
You mean Paul Sheldon, the writer? Well, everybody sure likes those misery books.
I'm sure you know that Paul's been coming to the Silver Creek Lodge for years to finish his books. He said he checked out last Tuesday. Isn't that a little strange?
Well, you think he might be missing, huh?
I hate that I made this call. Tell me I'm being silly.
Oh, a little overprotective, maybe, but tell you what I'll do. I'll put his name through our system. If anything turns up, I'll call you right back.
Yeah, the system.
Very complex one.
Thanks a lot.
We got a phone call. Busy morning.
Yeah, work. Virginia, when was that blizzard?
Last Tuesday. Why?
No reason.
Wow. I just love them.
Guess it was kind of a miracle you finding me.
In a way, I was following you.
You were following me.
Girl, not in a way,
Wasn't any
honey.
secret to me, you were staying at the Silver Creek. Some nights I just tool on down there and sit outside and look up at the light in your cabin and
And what?
I try to imagine what was going on in the room of the world's greatest writer. I was on my way home, and there you were, leaving the lodge. I wondered why a literary genius would go for a drive when there was a big storm coming.
I didn't know there was a big storm coming.
Well, lucky for you, I did. Because now you're alive, and you can write more books. Oh, Paul, the misery novels. I know them all by heart. All 8 of them. I love them
8
so.
of them.
We love a franchise.
When do you think the phone lines will be up? I have to call my daughter, and I'd like to call my agent in New York, let her know I'm still breathing.
Shouldn't be too much longer now. I noticed in your case there's a new Paul Sheldon book, and I wondered if maybe,
You want to read it?
if you wouldn't mind.
Well, I do have a very hard and fast rule as to who reads my stuff at this early stage. Only my editor, my agent, and anybody that saves me from freezing to death in a car wreck.
Oh.
But, like, you get it. You get why she's so
You'll
into
never
him.
realize what a rare treat you've given me.
Girl, why were you going through the bag?
Boy, it's like clockwork the way your pain comes. I'll get you your novel, Paul. Forgive me for prattling away and making you feel all oogie.
All oogie is for certain.
What's your new book called?
I don't have a title yet. Why don't you read it? You can tell me what you think it's about. Maybe you can come up with a title.
Like I could do that.
Meanwhile, she actually has a list of
Oh,
titles.
honey, she has a fan fiction website. Okay.
You can, Livy.
Oh, tomato soup.
Is that what that was? Do you think Annie Wilkes is a good cook?
I know I'm only 40 pages into your book, but
I don't know about it.
Honey, you know that's ketchup boiled down.
nothing.
What is it?
Well, it's brilliantly written, but then everything you write is brilliant. The swearing, Paul. There, I said it.
She said, wash that mouth out with soap, young man.
These are slum kids. I was a slum kid. Everybody talks like that.
They do not? What do you think I say when I go to the feed store in town? Oh, now, Wally, give me a bag of that effing pig feed and 10 pounds that bitchly cow corn.
Bitchly
And in the
cow
bank, do I
corn.
tell Mrs. Bollinger, oh, here's one big bastard of a check. Give me some of your Christing money. There, look there. See what you made me do? Oh, Paul, I'm sorry.
Girl.
I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get so worked up. Can you ever forgive me?
She's so real.
But like, you know, I get it.
She's relatable.
I hate cussing.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people fucking cuss.
I don't
you, Paul.
ever fucking cuss, bitch.
I love you, Paul.
Oh, girl.
Your mind. Your creativity. That's all I meant.
Right.
Sheer Jan.
See, this is one of those movies I wish I could watch for the first time again and react to because it's so gaggy. When you realize the extent of her insanity, which
for
we haven't even
me,
gotten there yet.
This feels like a reaction because I know what's going to happen, but I don't remember her dialogue.
That's crazy because I have every single line of this movie memorized.
Honey, I fucking know it.
Well, it sure is fun.
Oh.
Oh my god, Virginia.
Virginia, when you're in this car, you're not my wife, you're my deputy.
Ooh.
What?
This
Wow.
deputy'd rather be home under the covers with the sheriff.
Stop.
What?
Stop!
What?
She is so real, and she's wearing a Petty Pumpkins colored beanie.
See that broken limb?
Could have been the weight of the snow.
Yeah, could have been a rotten branch, could have been the wind, could have been a lot of things.
This is why we stan Buster.
Most people would have missed this.
Well, Virginia was trying to distract him, and luckily he had his eye on the prize.
Need some help? No, I'm enjoying myself. Thank you.
Her jacket, too. Like, this really is such an underrated mother.
The costume design has been great so far.
I was already thinking
It's
that.
right there.
It's okay. He sees well up, but not down.
Shelton's out there.
I hope not. If he is, he's dead. Let's go to the newspaper office.
Oh, of course. Here we go.
When I say that this is a perfect movie, shots like that are what I'm talking about.
Miss stAnnie. She's back at the scene of the crime.
She's always at the scene of the crime, sweetie. But, you know, she wears gloves, so no fingerprints left.
Ooh, I hope I didn't wake you. Look what I got. Had it at the store, Paul. There was a whole batch of them there. And as soon as I saw it, I slammed my money down. I got the first copy.
And the roads are open.
Well, the one to town is, but that's about it. I called the hospital,
Girl.
and I talked to the head orthopedic surgeon, and he said as long as there's no infection, you're not in any danger.
The phone's working.
Well, mine's still out, but the ones in town were working just fine.
Girl.
I called
Lie
my
after lie.
Oh, Paul, what a poet you are.
Oink, oink, baby.
Oh my god. Misery the cabin down boots.
Thought it was time you two should meet. Paul, say hello to my favorite beast in the whole world, my Sal, Misery.
Misery.
Yes, I told you I was your #1 fan.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe you.
I'm on page 300 now, Paul, and it's better than perfect. It's divine. What's the ceiling that painted?
The Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, that and Misery's child. Those are the only two divine things ever in this world.
She's really buttering him up.
Well, just wait till the toast gets burnt, honey. And I love his acting too, because every time she comes in, it's like, is it gonna be when she finds out that he killed
My
Misery?
husband left me. I wasn't prepared. It wasn't an easy time. What I did to get through it was I dove into work. Night shifts can be lonely at a hospital. That was when I first discovered Misery.
Thought she was going to say
Made me so
Munchausen.
happy.
Well,
She made me forget all my problems.
that's next.
Of course, I suppose you had a little something to do with that, too.
Yeah.
He's so tired of her already.
I'm,
Done?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not against marriage per se, but it'd take a pretty special guy to make me want to walk down that aisle again.
Honey, she's slinging that thing.
It boils down to respect. People just don't respect the institution of marriage anymore. They have
Or
no sense of
privacy.
real commitment. I'd love to stay here and chat, but I'm right at the end, and I gotta find out what happens.
What is she going to do with his pee?
Girl.
She ain't pouring it out.
You know
I'll
what?
tell you that.
As many fucking times as I've seen this movie, that is one thing I have never considered. She's dark,
Honey, she's
y'all.
making ice cubes out of it.
Oh my god.
You dirty bird. How could you? She can't be dead. Misery Chastain cannot be dead.
but her spirit is the important thing, and Misery's spirit is still alive.
I don't want her dead! I want her! And you murdered her!
No, I didn't.
Who did?
No, she She died. She just slipped away.
Bro, he didn't have a better response. He should have had something ready.
You just slip away! You did it! You did it! You did it! You murdered my misery! I thought you were good, Paul, but you're not good. You're just another lying old dirty birdie. And I don't think I better be around you for a while.
Her Oscar-winning moment.
Don't even think about anybody coming for you. Because I never called them. And you better hope nothing happens to me. Because if I die, you die.
Like literally acting, bitch.
I don't know, it seemed a little real.
Kathy, you good, girl? I also just really liked the cinematography of that scene and the use of shadows on her face and then the zooming in.
It's just,
We're not ready
honestly,
for this yet.
It's not even worth it yet.
You know what? It's like, okay.
It's too soon. Those are not his real feet, honey.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, is this the substance? Remind me to never break both of my legs.
Yeah.
And honestly, she probably broke his legs.
Oh god. Yeah, maybe. Sweetie.
Yeah, the amount of physical therapy you're gonna need to get out of here.
Yeah.
What are you doing on the floor? It's all my fault. I'd had a proper hospital bed. This never would have happened. I know this hurts. It'll only take a few seconds. Oh, Daisy.
One thing James Caan is really good at is making you feel his pain.
I have a big surprise for you.
Oh.
First, there's something you must do.
I don't suppose I could have a little snack while I'm waiting for the surprise.
Honey, I'm
we're
right
right
here.
Anything you want. I asked God about you, and God said, I delivered him unto you so that you may show him the way.
Oh, sweetie.
This is insane. Bringing it in your house? She could have killed them both right here, right now.
She's really reckless. I don't think she gives a fuck. As a creative,
I mentioned a snack.
this shit's nasty.
Kinds of cheese and crackers kind of thing.
Oh, this is no time for jokes. You must rid the world of this filth.
You want me to burn my book?
I know this may be difficult for you, but it's for the best.
It's really not difficult at all. You're not really ridding the world of anything.
Then light the match, Paul.
Girl, you don't want to play poker with Annie
So
Wilkes.
vindicated. Do it.
She's gonna call your bluff every time.
I know this is the only copy, Paul. When you were 24, you wrote your first book and you didn't make a copy because you didn't think anybody would take it seriously. But they did. And ever since, you've never made any copies because you're superstitious. That's why you always come back to the Silver Creek Lodge. You told that story to Merv Griffin 11 years ago.
And now, why did he do that? Oh my.
And you know what's wild is that she knows all of this without having resources we have now, like YouTube, Google.
That's
This is her mind.
I'll just keep it for myself.
chronically crazy.
I know it exists.
As long as it does exist, your mind won't ever be free.
She's the original Stan.
Yeah.
StAnnie Wilkes.
Yes.
Can't you see it's what God wants?
Sweetie.
You're so brilliant, I would think you'd certainly be able to see that.
She is so insane.
Please, help me help you.
What the fuck? Honestly,
That's all there is to say.
just throw it on yourself.
At this point,
You're doing the right thing.
Like, distract her, you know?
yeah.
You burn yourself, she'll try to get it off you. And then you throw her in the fire.
right, of course.
Goodness,
What were you thinking, girl?
oh, goodness.
Did we forget what paper does in a fire?
She's so, like, ridiculous. She acts like a 70-year-old woman and a 7-year-old at the same time.
I mean, some of that's still salvageable.
That a newbie mess.
Honey, not by the time she's done with it.
That's the Stedman place down there. That's the Wilkes farm straight ahead. Now, there's nothing else out this way. Let's circle back.
What a beautiful view he has. And he can't be grateful for that. It's the little things, Paul.
Here's your novel.
Nah, bro.
It's just like so fucking sad when you spend so much time making something from your soul. And she just fucked it up.
Well, she's just giving him a chance to write something even better.
Right, of course. She just felt like he wasn't living up to his true potential.
See, isn't this nice?
I always wanted to visit the other side of the room.
Ooh, and look what I got for you.
Better watch that mouth.
An electric razor. So you can shave yourself now.
If If I knew this was gonna be the surprise, I'd have burned all my books.
No, don't poke fun.
He's so fucking funny.
Very big day for you, Paul. You just sit tight and I'll set everything up.
Oh, he sat real tight, honey. I don't think
Set what up?
That's the big
he's being
surprise.
tighter.
Your new studio.
Girl.
After all, writers do need a place to work.
Work? You mean right?
Mm-hmm.
Honey, you thought you were staying here for free?
Now that you've gotten rid of that nasty manuscript, you can go back to doing what you're great at. You're gonna write a new novel, Misery's Return. I know you didn't mean it when you killed her, and now you'll make it right. It'll be a book in my honor
Mm-hmm.
for saving your life and nursing
I'm
you back to
sure.
health. You're gonna make me the envy of the whole world.
You just expect me to whip something off, is that it?
I expect nothing less than your masterpiece.
This is the point, though, where I'm like, okay, what was her plan? Because now she wants him to write a book and publish it, but then she thinks he's not going to be like, yo, she kept me hostage in her farmhouse to write this book?
Yeah.
Like, what? This is where you're like, okay, she's getting a little ahead of herself now, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Got you this expensive paper to type on, and I got a great deal on this 50-pound clunker on account of its missing an N. I told the sales lady N was one of the letters in my favorite writer's name.
It's two of the letters of my favorite nurse's name. Annie.
You fooler. Did I do good?
You did great. There is just one little thing. I can't work on this paper. See, it's crassable bond. It smudges.
But mine cost the most, so I don't see how it can smudge.
Girl.
Come here, I'll show you.
He's trying to show you the little tips and tricks. You hate to see it.
It does smudge after all. Isn't that fascinating?
I'd like you to be in on everything, Annie, not just the finished book, but how it's written.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Give her a
Thank you for
co-author.
thinking of me.
Yeah.
Anything else I can get while I'm in town? Any other crucial requirements that need satisfying? Because if you want, I'll bring back the whole store for you.
Annie, what's the matter?
What's the matter? I go out of my way for you. I clean you, I dress you, and what thanks do I get? Oh, you bought the wrong paper, Annie. I can't write on this paper, Annie. Well, I'll get your stupid paper, but you just better start showing me a little more appreciation around here, Mr. Man.
Girl, like, she would have been pissed if it was smudging. You cannot win.
She went immediately.
Well, honey, he's got to get to work. Rent must be paid. That was another amazing acting moment from Kathy Bates, by the way. Her eyes do so much work.
Wow, yeah, you take that pen and you put it to good use. These are my favorite
Hate to
types
see
of
it.
movies and books, like situational horror, where it's like, how is he supposed to get out of this?
Yeah, yes. Because that's when creativity has to come into play,
Yeah.
and you get to, like, I feel like a character can really be defined by how they operate in situations like this.
Written about this, not the wit.
These locks are cheap as fuck. If a little flimsy bobby pin can do the work.
Well, is he going to be able to lock it back? Oh my god.
I don't know.
I don't know. Front door, wheel yourself away. Or does she have like a lock?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's thought of everything.
she's nuts.
Yeah, you don't say.
Oh, well, it can't be this easy. It's a sham.
Sweetie, you really thought. This lady's so crazy, she doesn't even have phones. And my question is, did she disconnect her phones because of this? Or did she already not have phones because she's crazy?
Probably. Oh no.
Sir, like,
Hello.
this has to be brain fog. Because look at it. Even if you don't remember exactly how it was, it's completely
they're
opposite
all
from the rest.
facing the same way. pretty
Exactly.
much. Oh my god,
Honey,
her little
now,
shrine.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of his little hairs were
Mm-hmm.
being collected over here, his tissues.
Essence of Paul.
Like, she probably went through his suitcase. Like, who knows what she took from him.
Oh, her stash.
Don't
And
take
it's
too many
probably
now.
all expired too. Give her a taste of her own medicine, Paul.
Literally. We haven't really acknowledged the score either.
Oh, the
But
score is scoring.
It's so good. It really enhances the movie because I feel like they don't use it too much. When they do,
Well,
it's for a reason.
Honestly, in a way, it has reminded me of Matilda. Like when she's in Trunchbull's house.
And they are like similar. When I was saying that the editing of this movie, I think, is perfect, this is the scene that like immediately I was thinking about. The way that it's scored, edited,
Angles,
acted,
or
filmed.
angling, honey.
And I feel like James maybe gets like overshadowed because Kathy gives such a like huge performance, but he is so good in this movie.
And he's not really hamming it up because
No.
it could have been really overdone.
I don't think that a lot of actors could have done this role. Girl, welcome back, mother. Girl, where'd you get those penny loafers, mother? Drop the link. You know she's like rolling up to the general store feeling as fuck wearing those.
We need the Annie Wilkes Depop, okay? You know she's got some banging outfits.
Of course. I want to see like an Annie Wilkes inspired runway.
Lucky ducky.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, I've got your paper.
Then she just comes back in normal as ever.
Annie, we've got your pills.
What did you ask for?
Oh,
Paul, you're dripping with perspiration. Your color is very hectic. What have you been doing?
You know damn well what I've been doing. I've been sitting here suffering. I need my pills.
Get you back in bed and I'll get them.
I want my pills now.
It'll only take a second.
No! I want my pain to go away, Annie. Please, make it go away.
yeah, Annie, please. So convincing.
It just breaks my heart to see you like this.
She said, I'll take your pain away.
Girl.
Here. In case you think of any ideas.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't expect too much.
Don't be silly. You'll be brilliant. Think of me as your inspiration. Catch this. Mwah!
Comedy king.
He's the best. He's so funny. All right, boys, let's try this again now. Oh, we are locked in.
The presumption must now be that Paul Sheldon is dead. We have been unable to find his body anywhere in the vicinity of the accident. We also know that if anyone had found him, they would have taken him to an area hospital.
It's bold to assume
Apparently,
that
he's
in
buried
this day
somewhere out
and
there in
age.
the snow.
Oh, you see it.
Buster said, not
You
so
don't think he's
fast.
dead, do you? Well, he might well be, but not the way they say. He never crawled out of that car by himself. You see the dents on the door there. Someone pulled him out.
And with the town being so small, Annie buying that Misery's Child book really should be an indicator.
Yeah, and
Where he is.
the paper and a typewriter.
So smart. Yeah, gotta.
You love watching movies like this when you know that these are characters with brains.
Yeah.
And because like sometimes in movies they just have characters make the stupidest decision so the movie can keep going. Whereas, you know, something like this, he's so good and he tries really hard. This girl is the nastiest skank bitch.
Yeah. All rest and no work makes Paul. What does it make Paul?
We'll see.
Annie's toy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Paul. This is all wrong. You'll have to do it over again. It's not worthy of you. Throw it all out. Except for that part of naming the gravedigger after me. You can leave that in.
She's a gravedigger for sure.
When I was growing up in Bakersfield, my favorite thing in all the world was to go to the movies on Saturday afternoons for the chapter plays.
Cliffhangers.
I know that, Mr. Man. They also call them serials. I'm not stupid, you know.
It's best just to not talk when she's talking.
Anyway,
Or
my
probably
my
at
name was
all.
Rocket Man.
Just don't talk.
And once it was a no-brakes chapter. The bad guys stuck him in a car on a mountain road, knocked him out, and welded the door shut and tore out the brakes and started him to his death. And he woke up and tried to steer and tried to get out, but the car went off a cliff before he could escape. And the next week, you better believe I was first in line. And they always start with the end of the last week. There was Rocket Man trying to get out. And here comes the cliff. Just before the car went off the cliff, he jumped free. And all the kids cheered. But I didn't cheer. I stood right up and started shouting, "This isn't what happened last week. They just cheated us! This isn't fair! He didn't get out of the Cockadoodie car!
She wanted him to crash and burn.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Ian did ride for Dr. Cleary at the end of the last book, but his horse fell jumping that fence, and Ian broke his shoulder and his ribs and lay all night in the ditch, and he never reached the doctor. So there couldn't have been any experimental blood transfusion that saved her life. Misery was buried in the ground at the end, Paul, so you'll have to start there.
I admire his creativity.
Her imagination is wild.
Girl. I admire his creativity and her conquest for justice. You know his heart's racing. What's she gonna say? What's she gonna do?
Is it fair? Should I continue?
You better. When Ian realized that the reason they'd buried Misery alive was because the bee sting had put her in that temporary coma, and when Gravedigger Wilkes remembered how 30 years earlier the same thing had happened to Lady Evelyn Hyde. Can I read each chapter when you finish? I can fill in the ends. Will she be her old self now that Ian has dug her out, or will she have amnesia?
Have to wait.
Will she still love him with that special, perfect love?
You'll have to wait.
Oh, Misery's alive! Misery's alive! Oh, it's so romantic! I'm gonna put on my Liberace records.
Girl.
You do like Liberace, don't you?
He does now.
Would you have dinner with me tonight to celebrate Misery's return? I couldn't have done it without you.
Wow. You got her.
Oh, Paul, it would be an honor.
She's seeing it all. Their future, their love story.
I hope you like it.
It looks wonderful. So do you.
She really does. She's beautiful. God, fucking Kathy. Gorgeous damn Bates.
I've never had meatloaf this good. What do you do to it?
My secret is I only use fresh tomatoes, never canned. And to give it that little extra zip, I mix in some Spam with the ground beef.
Ah.
Of course.
Can't get this in a restaurant in New York.
Certainly not.
Let's have a toast.
Toast?
Yes, to Misery. Let me pour you some wine. Wait, let's do this right. Do you have any candles?
He's really feeding this idea of, like,
I don't know.
Stockholm Syndrome. He's hooked. He loves her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go look.
Well, that's like the only card he can play.
Did you study decorating, or do you just have a flair?
Oh, you.
And he's just so charming. It's easy to swoon.
Well, certainly says you.
To Misery and to Annie Wilkes. Brought her back to life.
Oh, Paul, I get goosebumps every time I think about it.
Oh.
Oh my God, what have I done? Oh, I'm so sorry, Paul. I ruined your beautiful toast.
His beautiful plan.
His beautiful face is
You ever forget
it's so
me?
sad.
All that work.
Can we pretend this never happened?
No, we can't.
To Misery.
Misery.
Yep.
Plenty of it, too. I love the double entendre of that title.
Exactly. It's so good.
Boy, you better watch out.
Don't let her catch you doing that.
Here's your pills.
What is up, girl?
Annie, what is it?
The rain. Sometimes it gives me the blues.
Oh my god.
When you first came here, I only loved the writer part of Paul Sheldon. Now I know I love the rest of him too.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
She's
funny
down
way
bad.
of showing it.
I know you don't love me. Don't say you do. You're a beautiful, brilliant, famous man of the world, and I'm not a movie star type.
Lion ass bitch.
She's so delusional. I believe Annie could have been an
I
actress.
never know the fear of losing someone like you. If you're someone like me.
The contrast.
Book's almost finished. Soon you'll be wanting to leave.
Soon?
Babe, I like it here.
That's very kind of you. But I'll bet it's not altogether true.
He tried. Ma'am?
I have this gun. Sometimes I think about using it. I better go now.
No.
I might put bullets in it.
And it's like as scary as her freaking out, screaming and yelling is, this is like
That's
almost,
scary.
it's darker, like, yeah, like she feels so impulsive. That's what's like the real magic to Kathy's performance, I think, is that she literally has such a range.
Each scene contrasts the next.
Mm-hmm.
Get that knife.
Boy, he said, this time I'm ready.
I don't know that I would have taken the biggest butcher knife just
Probably
because it's
shouldn't.
so noticeable.
So
Like
noticeable.
one of the other ones, you know, like
Yeah.
a smaller one.
Yeah.
There is a justice higher than that of man.
That was poetic.
It was.
Paul Sheldon presumed dead. Missing author's car found.
She's like, I did that.
Girl.
Her Cockadoodie scrapbook.
Girl, what's the lore? Local investment banker dies.
So
She said he left. That's the first time I've ever caught that top nursing student falls to her death. Annie Wilkes to head intensive care unit. Wilkes named county's head maternity nurse. So she just like literally goes around and kills people.
she's a killer.
Which we already obviously know, but like, baby Lucy dies after 5-week struggle in hospital. Second newborn death at Elridge County Memorial. Girl, she's not even trying to hide it.
No.
She is not slick.
She's proud of it.
Girl, this is crazy.
Why
to
would
have
you,
this.
Why would you want
in a scrapbook.
mementos of your trial? Like, we love a little Oreo practice.
Well, you gotta.
He didn't practice stabbing her though. Only pulling it out.
Pulling it out, yeah. You got, because it's like a full, like, I don't know, maybe.
Oh, you've done this before.
Well, you know, I've thought about it a few times.
Oh, really?
You just never know.
Is this it? Is this the night it's all going down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Buckle up, everyone.
I haven't seen this in a while, so this feels... I'm ready for the ride.
Honey,
I
I've
am
never
in
gotten
misery.
off this ride.
She's so real for that. TV on.
Immediately, yes.
Popcorn popping. Get your little drinky drink. Well, that
He said not
seems
tonight.
like a bad idea, honey. No, just sleep with it in your arm.
Yeah. Oh. She's not playing this time. No fake smiles. No hellos. No I love yous.
I know you've been out.
Oh, God.
Oh.
No, I haven't.
Paul, my little ceramic penguin in the study always faces due south.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a penguin.
Is this what you're looking for?
Ooh.
I know you've been out twice, Paul.
You hate to see it.
First, I couldn't figure out how you did it. But last night, I found your key. Eventually, you'll come to accept the idea of being here. Paul, do you know about the early days at the Kimberley diamond mines? Do you know what they did to the native workers who stole diamonds? Don't worry, they didn't kill them. That would be like junking a Mercedes just because it had a broken spring. No, if they caught them, they had to make sure they could go on working. But they also had to make sure they could never run
Oh,
away.
my God.
The operation was called Hobbling.
It's like when you know what's coming, it's like you're watching a slow, horrible car wreck.
What do you think I'm not doing? Please don't do it.
Oh, she's thought this through many times, honey.
She's made up her mind.
Trust me,
I can't watch this.
it's for the best.
No!
What did they do to get his foot to do that? I hate it.
Oh, they really did this, honey.
Yeah.
God, I love you.
I bet.
I've seen this movie, like I've said so many fucking times, and that is like one scene that never fails to fuck me up. Boy. Put that thinking cap on, Sheriff.
How many times do I have to tell you? I have a system here. Tell is that.
What thing?
Here it is, right where it's supposed to be.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Maybe nothing.
Well, I'm glad you found it.
There's that spice again.
They really do keep this movie moving. The pacing of this is like no time to waste.
Very quick.
I love it.
You're done caught, lady.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, looking lovely, mother. He said, I've got library archives and I know how to use them. There's a justice higher than that of man. I will be judged by him.
Wow.
Ooh! Literally chills.
That is quite a plot twist.
You know that's when he's like, yes! Internally screaming.
Stuck out to him because he'd heard it all before.
Mm-hmm.
Hi! Oh my god.
He said, I'm not fucking trying anymore with her.
Do you have any new Paul Sheldon books?
Well, we had a batch. Sold them all out in 3 days.
You wouldn't happen to know if Miss Wilkes bought one of them, would you?
Are you kidding?
Honey, she bought the whole batch.
Time that fella writes a new book, she has me set aside the first copy.
Ooh.
You been buying anything odd lately?
Same old stuff. Lest you call paper on.
Newspaper?
No, typing kind.
Well, that kind. Nothing odd about that.
Miss Wilkes done something?
Not a thing.
She's done plenty, honey. It's off to save the day.
I love him so much.
He brings something so fresh.
Yes.
I don't think I'll ever understand you. I cook your meals. I tend to you practically 24 hours a day. When are we going to develop a sense of trust?
Never.
Oh, girl, you're so funny.
Strap.
Oh, my.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you, but you didn't give me a chance to knock.
What can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering, do you happen to know anything about Paul Sheldon?
I've got all his books. Every sentence he ever put down. I'm so proud of my Paul Sheldon collection. Here I am, prattling on, and my manners have just flown away. I haven't invited you in. Please.
Mind if I take a look around?
Of course not. That accident almost killed me, too. I prayed when I heard the news. You're gonna laugh at what I'm about to say, but go ahead. I don't
We
care.
are.
When I was praying, God told me to get ready.
Get ready for what?
To be his replacement. He gave so much pleasure to so many people. There's a shortage of pleasure on the planet these days.
Oh, is
In case you
there?
hadn't noticed. God
No,
told me, since I
no.
was his #1 fan, that I should make up news stories as if I was Paul Sheldon. So I went to town, and I bought a typewriter, and I turned the guest bedroom into a writing studio. Would you like to see it?
She is really good. You cannot deny
She's doing the
how
most.
good she is. She is doing the most, but she would be doing the most even if she
Kinds of
wasn't
words he
insane.
used, the wonderful stories he told. I spent the last 4 weeks trying to write like Paul Sheldon. I try, and I know all the words, but it's just not the same.
Well,
Never
maybe it
is.
takes a while to get the hang of it.
Oh, look at me. You'd think I'd never had a guest before. Would you like a nice hot cup of cocoa?
No, really, I don't
It's
care.
no trouble.
Must get lonely living out here all by yourself.
Well,
She does
I
all
always
right.
say if you can't enjoy your own company, you're not fit company for anyone else.
Well, you've got a point there.
Girl. Kathy.
Here you are.
Oh, thanks, Miss Wilkes, but I don't want to take up any more of your time.
You didn't even taste your cocoa.
I'm sure it's wonderful, but I really should be getting back. Well, if you wouldn't mind, perhaps I could pay you another visit sometime.
I'd be delighted now that you know the way.
Girl, they are on to you.
Miss Wilkes? Miss Wilkes, are you all right?
Oh my god.
I hate this.
Here! I'm down here!
This is the part where I start disassociating. This is so...
Sheldon?
Oh,
Don't feel bad, Paul. It was bound to happen sooner or
that's
later.
upsetting.
It's a
I did
sign.
not remember that.
Yeah.
You see, I've known for some time why I was chosen to save you. You and I were meant to be together forever. Now our time in this world must end.
Oh,
But don't worry, Paul. I've prepared for what must be done. Put 2 bullets in my gun. One for you and one for me. Oh, darling, it'll be so beautiful.
damn.
Sweetie. Girl, that mind is fucking twisted. Girl.
Girl.
You too. You're right. We are meant to be together. And I know we must die so that misery can live. We have the power to give misery eternal life. We must finish the book.
But the time is now. Soon others will come.
The book is more
It's
important.
almost finished.
Girl.
We'll be able to give misery back to the world.
I'll fix you something to eat.
Girl, it better be good if this is our last meal.
No, literally.
What are you making? I don't want any more of that fucking meatloaf
No
with
meatloaf.
what Zippies. I don't even remember what she
No
fucking
tomato
said.
soup.
She really relies way too much on tomatoes
Too many tomatoes
for her
girl.
cooking.
So
Oh, I'm
acidic.
dying.
I've just started the last chapter.
Oh.
You know, when I finish, I'd like everything to be perfect. I'll need 3 things.
What things?
Honey,
You don't know.
give up the jig.
smoke, but you quit, except when you finish a book and you have just one. And the match is to light it, and you need 1 glass of champagne. Dom Perignon.
Dom Perignon it is.
We love Dom Perignon.
She is a classy lady after all.
Did I do good?
You did perfect. Except for one thing. This time we'll need 2 glasses.
Oh, Paul.
You know, I'm surprised she didn't blow up about that too, honestly. Oh my god, okay y'all, here we fucking go. I love the look on James's face.
Remember how for all those years nobody knew who Misery's real father was? Or if they'd ever be reunited? It's all right here. Does she finally marry Ian? Or will it be Winthorne? It's all right here.
Ooh.
Why not? I learned it from you.
Here we fucking go, bitch.
What we finally been waiting for.
Oh.
Girl.
Oh my god.
Kathy acting. This is my favorite part. Oh. Check, please. Like, take one of those little pieces of glass and, like, just, I don't know, stab her neck. I don't know
Like,
what else
are
to
we-
say.
Oh.
Like,
Come on, Misery.
let's go, Misery Girl. That time you really felt the light leave her
That was
eyes.
so violent. Oh.
Kathy! Please stop looking like that.
Give her another Oscar.
No.
Just for me rewatching it.
No, exactly. Like, she should have 2 Oscars for this performance. Wow. And just like that, that was it. I want to know, like, what did he do? How did he get help? Oh, probably the cops came looking for Buster,
Yeah.
and he was there ready to
Very first copy.
get saved.
The word I'm getting is the Times Review is going to be a love letter. For the first time, I think you've got a shot at some prizes. Great.
Pulitzer incoming.
I'm delighted the critics are liking it, and I hope the people like it too. But I wrote it for me. In some way, Annie Wilkes, an old experience, helped me.
Paul, since you brought her up, I have to ask you this or I'll be drummed out of the Agents Union. How would you feel about a non-fiction book about what went on in that house?
Girl.
Marsh, if I'd have known you better, I think you were suggesting I dredge up the worst horror of my life just so we could make a few bucks.
That would be more than a few bucks, honey.
I thought you were open.
I don't know if anyone could ever totally get over something.
It's a book, a movie, a play. We're getting a franchise, sweetie.
I still think about it once in a while.
Excuse me. I don't mean to bother
The
you.
hair.
Are you Paul Sheldon?
Yes.
I just want to tell you I'm your #1 fan.
Bitch, back up.
That's very sweet of you.
Perfect ending, too. Wow. Y'all. Literally, I fucking swear to God, best movie ever made. I love it.
That was brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Misery the pig herself.
Girl. Wow, she really shined.
What a fun refresher. What an awesome, just the acting, the cinematography, the score, the storytelling. Every single aspect of this movie is so good.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again.
I think that this is really like an underrated movie.
Yes.
Like the people that I know that appreciate it love it, but I don't see enough people talking about Kathy's win, which like winning an Oscar for a horror movie is huge.
I mean, it's only been done one other time. Jodie Foster, Silence of the Lambs. But
yeah, for Best
now
Actress at least.
We have Miss Demi Moore running for the substance, and she's taking that Oscar.
Honey, she better win. For Kathy, she needs to win.
God.
We need to celebrate them. Wow.
This was such a fun video. I'm so excited to get it to you.
Yes.
But down in the comments, let's talk misery. We are dying to know your thoughts.
As always, make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe to Petty Pumpkins and our Patreon.
Please do. Also follow us on all social media at Petty Pumpkins because we want to spill the tea with you.
Thank y'all so very much for
We love
watching.
y'all.
Stay spooky.
Hell's under new management now.
I like my pumpkin spice lattes extra hot.
I am going to eat your soul.
Sorry, I'm not into short guys.